what a day! What a lovely day!
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live and After Show. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, how dare you, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they are live. There's also a PayPal, Patreon and crypto link in the info box below the video. Most importantly, if you'd like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the nature of Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcome back on the next stream. Please also share the show on social media. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel, so please share the show on Facebook and Twitter. And one last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. Now, I'm going to do a quick shout out, as we haven't had a pre-show today due to a whole bucket load of technical issues, to all of the people who support me on Patreon. So a massive shout out to Abraham Muhammad, Adrian Quintana, Alistair Main, Billy Highvault, Burn Fat Till My Stomach Is As Flat As the Earth, Chow Young Cat, Dank, Dave Rackier Gafford, David Wayne Foster, Edwin Johnson, Owen Jennisons, Felix Hung, Fireball X, God Rockin', Henrik 86, Jeranism, Joshua Balsimo, Kirsten Smith, Liam Nedrick, Life is Short, Matt, Nagara, Naibai, Qatar Craig, Reinhardt, Rene, Sally Ballis, Silver Umbrella, Skeptic936, Texas Mike, The Flat Earth Sun, Moon and Zodiac Clock App, theflatearthchannel.com, Tina Baker and Tom Hawkins. So a massive shout out to all of you for supporting me on Patreon. Now we are joined by a fair few people in Discord and G+. Hopefully they can actually hear me. I'm raising the mic on them and I'm hearing lots of talking. Can you hear me, you guys?
I don't know. Is Nathan getting this? Let me check it. Hold on.
Oh, God, they can't hear me. It's been a never-ending stream of issues.
We are being heard. We just can't hear Nathan because he is on mute in the panel for some reason.
There we go. That was an easy. That was an easy fix. Thank God. Hello, welcome one and all.
G'day.
Hello.
Yellow.
G'day, mate. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you as well. I've had non-stop issues. I had a massive power cut, and then when reloaded the PC, voice meter banana had been wiped out. So upon reinstalling that, I've then had to go through every piece of software individually to relink it to that piece of software. Oh, it's just been a nightmare. Nevertheless, it all seems to be working. So hopefully the same can be said for Discord. So hello to everyone in the Discord server. Hopefully somebody's taken you off mute, because I haven't certainly done that. Anybody else taking people off mute?
What's up, Nathan? That's good. I can hear you.
I'm working on it.
Thank God for the mods. Okay, brilliant. We're all running. Everything's perfect. Happy days. Any signs of Earth curvature?
Nope.
Not from Brooklyn.
Me in South Africa.
You there, 10th man?
Curvature, you say? Curvature of what?
Earth. You there, 10th man?
He's on mute.
I can see. No worries. Any signs of axial rotation of the Earth-based variety? Hey, Paul.
Nope.
No.
9.
To be fair, nobody got an introduction, so if you're watching this on the bottom of the live stream, you can see from right to left, Righteous Force, Paul Hall, subscribe today, Mind Warped, Flatsoid, Chocolate Sane, Arwin, and 10th Man. So there you go, you've all had an introduction now.
I'm back.
He's back and unmuted.
Hey,
Welcome
10th
back.
Man.
Hello.
Well,
I
just
tried
while,
to say,
as we
no
are actually...
curvature from Monaco.
Excellent. As we're now actually up and running and I've had so many technical issues, it would be nice if you can just continue the housekeeping questions, just for me to double check everything is actually functioning as it should. Any chance you can continue if I pop myself on mute?
Sure, I can do it if you'd like me.
Yes,
any
please.
signs of axial rotation of the Earth-based variety?
Negative.
No.
Discord? Anybody in Discord?
Nope.
Are they muted? Or are they unmuted?
They're
Yes,
all
that's
off mute.
Yeah, they're
Right.
off mute.
Oh yeah, cool.
All right, Discord. I'll continue the housekeeping questions, but we'd like some challenges if there's any ballers there. Any scientific evidence for gravity?
Scientific evidence of what?
Scientific evidence of what?
Yeah, that scientific evidence of what really held up, didn't it? Like, what is it?
I heard.
What is
I
it
heard
even?
That's the
I
best
heard it in
question.
stereo.
All credit goes to Travis for that. He started that, but it held
did.
up really well. Like,
So-
what is gravity? You know?
I
What
say
did
it's
they
good.
say?
Good to be back. I've missed you guys.
What did they say gravity is, Armin?
It's conceptual, and they're kind of still trying to find what it actually is, assuming it must be there.
What's the Einsteinian verbiage?
Bending of a conceptual medium, fusing time with as a spatial quality.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
All
not
right,
real.
Discord. All right, Discord. Any ballers there want to tell us how bending time causes gravity?
Bending time causes gravity. What the?
This is for
This is the
Discord.
first I've heard of it.
No, it's not bending time. It's the bending of space-time, which is a conceptualization where time is fused in as a dimensionality aspect geometrically. And
I
that's
did
the thing that bends.
I did the short.
So who's
farmers
claiming
version.
that?
Einstein said it.
Okay.
I'll
My
take that's
question
a
to
no.
that
Let's
would
go to
be,
number 4.
do you not believe that time is another dimension then?
Say that again, please, Highlander.
Sorry.
No, just Highlander, please.
I was just asking, so do you don't believe that time is one of the dimensions?
You have to make
No,
an answer
time
to the
is a
question.
concept.
What is time?
Hang on. Let's have Paul Hall and Highlander only, please. Everyone on mute, please. Go ahead, Paul.
Define time, Highlander. What is time?
Okay, I get that time is something that we created to how best to describe this?
Concept.
Are you
Bloody
referring
hell.
to as
Just Paul.
time
Just
being
Paul.
the fourth?
Just Paul Hall and Highlander, please.
I mean, time moves forward irrespective of how we measure it. Yeah. Right. So I don't understand why it can't be one of
Time
the
doesn't just move
dimensions.
forward.
Well, you actually in what you just said, you're saying what time does, but you're not saying what time is. So still describe what time is.
I'm not sure how best to describe that, to be honest.
So, but before you can say that time does anything, or even space, you got to define it. So before it can do anything, you got to define what it is. So if you don't know what it is, it can't do anything.
But so because at this
just
moment
Paul.
in time, I can't define
Well,
what
they're
time
not
is,
answering though.
that means time is not real.
Let me take
I
the
did-
Are you,
time
are
out.
you
Is that what you're
referring to
saying?
time as a dimension or as like some things it says it's the fourth dimension and things like that? Is that what you're referring to? Hello?
I mean,
Talking to me,
I
or if you're
believe
talking to Highlander.
that time is one
I'm
of the
talking to
dimensions,
the
yeah.
guy on Discord that
Right.
brought it up.
Time
I
is not
can't
a
see Discord, so
dimension,
I
but
don't
you
know who
can
it is.
think of it as a dimension.
Yeah.
So time
All
is
right.
if time is a dimension, what's a dimension?
Yeah, it's not a dimension.
Just for the sake of the discussion, Highlander, do you have anything to say about you first speaking up about time, or do you want to just move on to the next subject since you don't know how to describe it?
But no, I just my only question was that, you know, do you believe that time is one of the dimensions? If the answer is no, then that's fine. Move on.
But the answer
Do
is
you
no.
believe?
But who cares what we believe? The answer's no. To reify space-time into existence is a reification fallacy. Pseudo-Ramonian, right? It's not a real thing. It's pseudo. Sham.
Yeah.
Fake. Made up. Not real.
It's a
So-
theory that's not supported by any kind of mathematical equation.
Well, scientific evidence. Mathematical, who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
It's pseudoscience.
All right, moving on. Any evidence of a self-perpetuating molten iron core at the center of a presupposed spherical Earth?
No.
What's the deepest
But it
dug
was
before?
on Rick and Morty yesterday.
Oh,
I did see it
hell
show
no.
up.
What's the deepest you've dug before?
12 kilometers, I think.
About 8 miles.
7.5 miles.
And they know underneath
I'm
it
pretty
out?
sure it was in Russia or Siberia or something. It's like 12 kilometers or 14 kilometers.
You know
And they
what's
couldn't get
interesting? You know what's interesting? The deepest place on Earth is the Mariana Trench, and it's still just 12 Ks. So doesn't that tell you something?
Tells me Discord doesn't want to talk. Any evidence for the distance of the sun?
Nope. No actual measured one. Nope.
No apparent distance.
Why do they want us to accept the current distance to the sun? What does that give them?
A lot of space.
Ah, good answer, Arwen.
A sense of self feeling good that their math works. I don't know.
Did you hear Arwen's answer? It was spot on. Say it again, Arwen.
It gives them a lot of space.
What is space, Arwen?
Room.
Is there air or is it a vacuum?
It's more accurate than a
That
vacuum.
depends on the preponderance of the gas within the room.
Would that be a volume?
Could be. Well, volume is basically a derived, a derivative.
Yeah, my
Based
first
on
thought,
that, go ahead, Paul.
I said my first thought was when he said what space is what Flatsoid said volume of something, volume of emptiness or volume of a substance, a volume. That's a good definition, I think, of space.
Well, I'm going to toss up the order just because I wanted to tie this one next to that question. Any evidence that you can have gas pressure without the necessary antecedent of a container to press upon?
Heck no.
Nope.
So that
No.
volume, that space, and gas pressure.
What if I was going to prove gas pressure without a container, and then I brought the gas pressure in a container? Would that prove gas pressure without the container?
Yeah, because it was an open container, duh.
I didn't even think about it. Because it was a container, right?
But chocolate,
Well, are you going for the really is or not?
but chocolate, would you be breathing when you're taking that gas out the container there?
Well, how am I even breathing in the first place if you can't have gas pressure without a container?
Exactly my point.
Right.
So chocolate, are you saying you need a container for both examples?
Yeah. You need a container for gas pressure. Otherwise, they'd be using a kind of a shitty word, pressure. What's pressing it if you're not pressing anything? Maybe use another word.
Good point. Anyone in Discord?
Can I bring something up that I think's really interesting about this?
If it relates to it, yes.
Yeah. Well, so some people believe that space or whatever it is water. So I just researched this. I saw it originally. I can't remember who posted it. It was on the 24/7 live stream Discord, and there was a observation sub that went down right down deep into the ocean, and it was almost like there was another ocean beneath the ocean. There was like fish swimming in this other ocean that was below, but the actual submersible couldn't get through into this water because it was so dense. So it was almost like, well, it wasn't almost like, it was. There was an ocean, and then an ocean below that at a different density. So then could it be that, okay, so you've got that lower, extremely dense ocean, then you've got our ocean, then you've got our atmosphere that has, water in it, which could, possibly be just a really not so dense type of ocean, and then you go back out and then there's space, which is a different density of ocean again. Like, I just thought that was really interesting. So I had no idea that there was an ocean below the ocean. It's an actual legit real thing.
What's below the cherry in the density tower?
Is that? Yeah, I know what you're referring to. I can't remember what was underneath it though. Yeah.
Yeah. So different densities of stuff doesn't prove space.
A layer more dense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That it's just speculation, though. It doesn't prove anything about outer space being real.
Yeah, I know.
I do think it was cool as hell to be able to have a separate body of water underneath in a body of water.
Yeah, it was
crazy
like
when
so
I saw.
weird.
I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, the two densities stopped like mixing. It was like a completely. It was a deep part of another ocean that was completely separate. You could see like ripples between the two where they joined, and there was fish in there, but the submarine couldn't get in there because it was almost like it would go down and bounce off of it. It was so dense.
It reminds me of salad dressing, oil and something mixed together.
It's
kind of like that, but it's just interesting. I just thought I'd bring it up. I didn't know if you guys had actually heard of it, but
yes, it's super saline water. It's super saline, so saline that actually changes its properties.
Okay,
it's
just like super dense.
Yeah. And it's also probably a bit because of the pressure it's under that it just allows that to do that. But you can get through it. There's even like little creatures that get into it.
Yeah, there was fish in
they
there.
have to get out, most of them, or they'll suffocate from the saline.
Yeah, it looked like these were actually
okay. Let's move on. Any evidence of the radius?
It's documented. I've seen it.
Okay,
all right.
cool.
Can we sail on to the next question, please?
Yeah.
Any evidence of the radius of the Earth, the R value?
No.
There are none here.
Okay, let's finish it up. Can anyone give me a single viable scientific hypothesis in the entire history of either astronomy, cosmology, or astrophysics?
No, it's been several weeks now of us asking that question, and no.
Yeah, this is the first time I've heard it.
Yeah, we've been asking it for, like I say, several weeks. The new edition.
Well, that wraps up the 8 questions that can't be answered, haven't been answered, and the numbers are 0 still. Back to you, Nathan.
Well done, 10th.
I'm reliably informed that Dr. Faulkner is a FIEC, or whatever it is, FEIC rather. So hopefully
He went to the conference?
apparently.
Really?
Got book to sell, right? So
well, according to Bob Nodell on Last Globebusters, he does attend those things.
there you go.
Well, someone could give him the QE quote.
Well, I said
Hey
it
Nathan,
on yesterday.
how fun was the side chat on Tony's live stream today? It's good fun, eh? Trolling the bore globetards.
Like every chat. Because hopefully, I suggested on yesterday's show, and I'll suggest it again now, if you can forage your way along to that video, which is titled QE calls out Dr. Danny Faulkner for, quote, falling flat. If you can share that video, there's obviously a high likelihood he might actually come across it, especially as he's floating around these circles as we speak.
What channel is it on?
Mine. This one, if you're watching live, Nathan Oakley
sorry.
1980. If you're watching on the premiering
I've been
stream
away
on
for
the
a while.
second channel, Nathan Oakley, then it's obviously on the main channel, Nathan Oakley 1980. But as I say, share the hell out of it. Get it spread far and wide. So hopefully he comes across it.
Oh, is that the one where that Nathan guy confronted George?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm lost.
So
Sorry. Move along.
PhD astronomer called Dr. Danny Faulkner has recently, he's been on the circuit for as long as I have, as far as I can ascertain. He's been around doing this for a while. Anyway, when QE first came into the fray, he was given a link by one of the forums that essentially banned him for asking the question, how can you have gas pressure without a container? And rather than giving a response, a link to Dr. Danny Faulkner was provided. So off the back of that, he contacted, or tried to contact him direct, but got his secretary, and then started an email back and forth with him about this very subject, in which he offered about 8 flat earth proofs, coincidentally the same number as housekeeping, but just coincidence, and a load of Bible scripture, because he's also a Christian, and didn't have a fair rebuttal to any of it. Now he's recently come out with a book called Falling Flat, where he claims that no flat earth argument has ever been capable of not being rebutted, or however you phrase that. He's rebutted them all.
What a load of crap.
Well, yeah, not only a load of crap, factually inaccurate, given that there's an email string between him and Quantum Eraser that would say otherwise. So on the basis of there is a documentation that shows that he hasn't rebutted these arguments, you know, his rebuttal to how can you have gas pressure without a container was pressure gradient. You know, obviously we're far, far further along the argument than he was at 2016 when that email exchange went back and forth. It doesn't change the fact that that's really been exposed now, especially on this channel, and has permeated throughout the community with people asking that very same question. How can you have a sky vacuum? We've got gas pressure here on Earth. That's nonsense. It violates several natural laws, and he didn't have a decent response to that.
Well, I've been away for a while, so I've missed a bit. So what I'll do to save you guys the headache, I'll just sit back and quietly just take it all in for a bit and stop annoying you guys saying, what's this? What's this? Sorry, I've missed that.
That's fair enough.
Or
As long
quietly
as
catch up.
when people are actually talking, you're on mute. It doesn't matter. You can, feel free to pipe up as much as you like. It's good to get clarity from people who haven't been around for a while, because we can reiterate and summarise these things more concisely if we're being asked. So, no, don't feel that you've got to exclude yourself from the conversation. Just be on mute when anyone else is talking. That's all I'd ask. Because you tend to...
No worries.
I can see your mic dancing up and down, that's all.
Yeah, it's my squeaky chair. I still haven't got a new one.
Cool. I think we're done with housekeeping anyway, which is nice. But yeah, spread that video if I'm on the premiering stream with you watching. I'll post the link to it. Please share it.
Yeah, that was one of the best call-outs I've heard, honestly. I can't wait to hear the dialogue between QE and Dr. whatever.
There was a little bit of it on the last show, so on 10/17 Uncut and After Show, Flat Earth Debate, there was certain sections of that email string read out by Quantum Eraser. So we just, I think Chocolate Saying said, oh, he should be using the you don't understand argument. And QE went, yeah, he did. I'll go get it. It was quite comical.
I gotta go check it out. I missed that.
It might have been 116, actually. 10/16, sorry. Not 10/17. Anyway.
So there shouldn't be an issue getting that recording of yours to someone at this conference to give it to Danny Faulkner, should there?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. If people are sharing it, eventually there'll be somebody probably in his presence right now that will just get it as a share link on Facebook or Twitter or Bebo or MySpace or whatever the hell people use. So yeah, share the shit out of it, and hopefully he'll actually come across it that way.
Well, who do we know at the conference that we can directly send it to and say, hey, if he's there, will you pass this along?
We
is
have.
There anyone on the panel
Fear not, 10th man. yeah,
what?
We have.
What?
I'm just saying if other people could do that also. That's what I'm saying. Don't worry, we have.
Good.
Anyway. But it's nice when you've got somebody based on factual inaccuracy when they're promoting a book, because obviously, I think you said it yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I forget when, about, well, if it's, he's out promoting a book, he's going to want to defend that, right? Someone's claiming bullshit.
Yeah, you got to go on tour, you got to promote your book, you're going to be on different venues and shows, and perfect opportunity.
If you're going to say that you've defeated all arguments, then one more wouldn't make any difference, especially as it's one you've, already defeated? I think not. We've seen. No, you haven't now, have you, Dr. Faulkner? A little pork pie, maybe? Lapse in memory, perhaps? We don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Nothing better than a PhD astronomer, though, right? They're the man. That's the man to affirm your religion, Globeheads. You should also be putting the pressure on him. This man says he's got the answers. So for everyone who's had a bit of an ass beating when they've come here, you should be approaching this man. You say you've got the answers. Well, we seem to be getting smacked around left, right and centre in Flat Earth debate. So, can you pass some of those answers our way? Tell us about your pressure gradient.
It must be such a good argument that we can't handle it, so he's just keeping it a secret. It's the final resort.
How does that make you feel, Globeheads? You can't handle his truth, so best for him to give it you. I'm sure it's devastating. I'm sure.
You gotta buy his book to find it out.
So grateful the stream's actually functioning. I started one of the live shows and there was no audio on bloody OBS. I'm like, halfway through the intro. I'm sure people could see me mouthing quite a lot of swear words. Oh, a lot of feedback from you.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think of this?
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi everybody. It's been a long time. Nathan?
Getting lots of feedback from you. I don't know if you're right next to a set of speakers or something.
Can you guys see the graphics I put up? I made this for Sleeping Warrior. I haven't been able to get in touch with him, so this is only half of it. So
I've stuck it up on screen. It's very cool.
It's pretty cool.
But it needs to be a Zwinder sword.
Yeah, the animation's not very fluid.
Hold on, Owen. Say again, Rebel. He's just got a bit of an audio issue.
Yeah, it's because it's in
hold on,
4K. So
hold on, Mind Warped. Go ahead, Rebel.
Sorry to interrupt you guys. I'm just having audio issues. I'm trying to check if you can hear me okay.
I think so. I think providing you're vigilant with the mute button, although it seems to have solved itself now, we're not getting any feedback. So yeah, everything seems fine.
Excellent. Thanks.
I got a question about Danny Faulkner, if anybody might know. Is he affiliated with Ken Ham's organization? Anybody know off the top of their head? Anybody know who Ken Ham is?
No. Maybe QE will know when he arrives, if he does arrive later on.
The reason I ask is, I don't know if you've heard of this over in the UK, or in anywhere else in the world, but there's the Ark exhibit in Kentucky. I know 10th Man may have heard of it, where they've built a replica of Noah's Ark, and you can tour it. And me and my wife last year went up there and toured it. And up on one of the levels, cosmology, obviously, of the ancient Near East. And I got so mad when I saw what was there. They basically said that even back in this time, they knew the world was a globe, even back in Noah's day. Now think about that. All these ancient Mesopotamian and Egyptian cosmologies that we've seen, but here's a creation museum saying it was actually a sphere even back in those days. They knew it back then. I was so mad.
Yeah. That's why these guys in creation science are frauds.
Yeah, but none of you have to worry too much because Neil deGrasse Smoking Tyson's got top people working on it.
That's
On
good
dropping
to know.
microphones.
Say again?
Yeah, Chocolate sent out the video. Chocolate posted a video last night. I was dying watching it. And Jesse Ventura is interviewing Neil deGrasse Smoking Tyson. And you could spend a month on the comebacks of Mr. Tyson there and just have a belly laugh. And one of the things he said is that, yeah, we don't even know what happened before the Big Bang, but we got our top people working on
Working on what? A time machine?
People will buy it. These Globers are gonna. Oh, they got top people working on what happened before the Big Bang.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh!
That's all some people need, though, isn't it? They just want to know that men in white coats are working on it, and they don't have to worry about it.
You've got the catchiest laugh ever, man. It's so good. It's gold.
Isn't there an appeal to the future fallacy somewhere in that thinking?
Yeah, something like that. It's just nonsense.
Oh, I was just thinking they found the DeLorean and they're going back in time.
Back to the argument that you
how
have.
How do you buy all this stuff, man? Globers? Are you kidding me?
Well, no, because the conversation arose earlier with you and Highlander, or with Paul and Highlander, in terms of what time is. I'm going to quote Bible literalists subscribe today. Epic quote: "You can't travel a medium." Fuck that up completely. You can't travel a concept. There you go. Get the quote right.
Well, the DeLorean is a concept car.
No, the DeLorean was full-on production vehicle, actually.
I'm trying to give them a little edge here. Well, it's just so ridiculous. And yeah, people will not question that guy saying those words.
It had the cool doors, though. Super futuristic. Remember, Mask used that too. The door was all the rage. It was the space age.
Yeah, and the bluff capacitor.
So, QE, if it didn't start with a big bang, how did it start?
Not here. So you have to wait till he arrives later. He's probably eating his breakfast.
Highlander, how do you think it started?
I don't know how it started. That's why I'm asking you.
You've got this weird habit of saying you don't know. But hold on. You've got this weird habit of saying I don't know, but you are in fact a globehead. So that's immediately an argument for ignorance, because your religion has a position in this regards in terms of how it all began. You not knowing it doesn't change the fact, like with you not knowing that things become mirages when they don't match the model. It doesn't matter that you don't appreciate that. It's another one of those. It's the reality. Hey, Ranty.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Ranty.
Guess what? I'm with my mate, Ruben, and I'm teaching him how to paint, and he's a globe earther. But he's having so much fun listening to you guys. He's literally crying. He's got a question, I think. Have you got a question? No, I haven't. Go on, say hello, man.
Play along. I love it. Go on, play along. Join in with a live show. Don't be afraid.
I love the bit about time. Like, time is made up, and yeah, how can you travel a concept like that? That's great.
That's Paula. That was epic. I remember her saying it and going, "Wow, I like that. She's got such a great turn of phrase."
Yeah, funny, like awesome. It is interesting though. Obviously, I had Shane waffling at me all day.
You had him lecturing you on how you can't have length, breadth, depth, and space time.
I was blown open a little bit. It's fragile. Anyway, I love
What's your
this
name,
show.
mate? What was your name? What's your name?
My name's Ruben. Ruben.
Very, very nice to meet you, Ruben.
And you, dude.
Nicest Glober we've spoken to, I think, ever.
Really?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Okay. It's circular, the Earth.
Go in peace, in our you trust.
Yeah, I'm going to stick Shane back on. See you there, man. Howdy doody.
Good job, Randy.
Good.
Yeah,
Right, listen, I'm going to have
So
to
highlight-
my battery's nearly dead. So just thought I'd stop by and say hello.
But just to round that out, 10th man, so you had exactly that discussion with Highlander. He's like, don't you believe there's a conceptual medium reified in the form of space-time? And you're like, obviously I'm paraphrasing what he said. But yeah, that's essentially what he's conveying. Whether he knows it or likes it is irrelevant. But that's essentially what he's asking. Do you not believe in the pseudo-Ramonian force space? What? No, you don't. You've not been listening. You're kidding me, right?
Well, and
Yeah,
just think about this. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, 10 man. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, and then Paul take over, and then Highlander, please come back because I want to finish that. Is when Highlander and others hear the first phrase from the Globetar priest, they don't take it to the conclusion. They don't. Okay, then what? Then what? Oh, well, that can't happen. I mean, they never go all the way to making it to see if it's viable or not. They just take the first phrase. Back to you, Paul.
It's real simple. I mean, you ask me if I believe in something, whatever that thing is. You've got to tell me what it is before I can even answer that question. You understand what I mean by that? So if you say, do you believe in time or do you believe in whatever, you got to define it first. I could believe in it, depending on how you define it, but I don't know until you tell me.
Yeah. So Highlander, how did it all begin?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, how did it all begin? You said Big Bang. So tell me.
What a boring trap from 10th man.
Oh, I wonder who this is. Our resident atheist?
Hello,
that
Mr.
everything
Boring.
happened by an accident?
Hello, Mr. Boring. Hello, Boring.
Oh, everything happened by an accident? The effect has more information than the cause? Really logical there.
You're certainly an accident.
Maybe.
Is it true your Indian name was Split?
See, all you guys do is ad hom. Just answer the question. Could an effect be more complex than the cause?
Alan B to the rescue. Where'd it all begin? Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, you've got a religion of globe. Therefore you do. Whether or not you know
Not
it.
a religion. Not a religion. Evidence-based. Evidence-based.
Heliocentrism.
Not a religion.
Yeah, it is.
Doesn't require faith.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't require faith.
Yeah, it does. Requires faith in an R value. It requires faith in pseudo-Ramonian force space. Yeah, it does. It absolutely requires faith in gravity. What are you talking about?
No.
Plenty of faith in the heliocentric religion. You just don't like it. Or don't like being pointed out that you've got plenty of faith.
And there's blind adherence to what the priests say without knowing what the priests are saying.
Faith in outer space. A sky vacuum.
You're so Bronze Age.
Sorry, what are you talking about? You've just claimed you don't have a religion. Yes, you do. Heliocentrism.
No, it's just something you repeat.
Sorry, I've just given you a string of examples, and you've not addressed a single one of them. Your faith in a sky vacuum. Let's start there. Let's start there. You don't think you've got a faith in a sky vacuum, even though it's a violation of several natural laws. Yeah, you absolutely do have a faith in a sky vacuum. A religion of heliocentrism with a sphere Earth in a vacuum. Well, the sky's not a vacuum, that's preposterous, but you've got faith in that. Faith based on your religion, that you don't seem to like.
Evidence-based.
Sorry, there is no evidence of gas pressure being maintained without the necessary antecedent of a container. Not only is there no evidence of it, it's a violation of natural law. You seem to keep whistling past everything I say, Alan.
Go outside. Go outside.
Maybe a few ad homs. Maybe. Go ahead.
No, I don't need to ad hom you.
Well, what about your religion in heliocentrism? You think it's not a religion and you're wrong.
Not a religion, my friend.
Sorry, that's just a repetition of your rebuttal that isn't a rebuttal. Saying it's not a religion doesn't change the fact that you have faith in a sky vacuum, along with numerous other ones that I mentioned. I'm just trying to keep you on one that you simply can't address.
But you can't address anything either.
Sorry,
where's your mask?
no, you can't
Where's
address
your-
it. That's your rebuttal. No, you can't address it. What? No, don't make any claims about the sky. Your religion says it's a vacuum, though. That's a faith, a religion that you have. And you're muttering all over me every time I say it. And your only rebuttal is, no, you can't address it. What are you, 10?
No, you've turned it into a pantomime.
No, you are the one turning this into a pantomime intentionally. So what about that sky vacuum you've got a faith in?
Well, if you pay me 30% of the money that you collect every month...
Sorry,
I'll
that's
give you an
just a
answer.
fucking ad hom. You can piss off right away. Sorry, no, we're not talking about my earnings, you stupid fucking fundy wanker. How dare you? I'm here making money by talking about what I talk about as a YouTuber. Yeah, smash the super chat. Yeah, I've got to make a living. So what? You've got a religion and a sky vacuum. And your rebuttal is, no, you can't understand. And no, you make money. That's not a rebuttal, you pathetic little twat.
He said, I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah, that's the level of his response. Not, oh, right, you've just addressed the fact that I've got a whole multitude of faith-based reasonings that I attribute to a model called the heliocentric model. That would be a religion. A religious faith based on a sky vacuum with a marble, with gas attached, with gravity and all kinds of other bullshit that you've just got faith in. No scientific evidence, no evidence at all. Nothing but fallacy and faith. And yet I'm being told, oh, no, not a religion. Yeah, it is. It's called heliocentrism. Shout out to Good Servant for the super chat. Shout out to Julio Pavon for the super chat. Money for Nathan. There you go. See, you're encouraging super chats, Alan.
Highlander, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, so back to hopefully our conversation, if you'd like to have one. Do you still want to have one?
Well, you still didn't answer my question.
Well, I'm asking you about the Big
But the
Bang.
original
You think
question was,
I just want to
what
get a
do you
position.
believe how everything started?
I'm going to answer, but I got to find out what your position is. Do you believe it was the Big Bang? Do you believe there was any kind of oversight, or do you think it was an accident? Where are you on this first?
I wouldn't say I believe in the Big Bang, right? But if you want, I can tell you what I believe. Yeah, but there's no evidence to support anything that I believe. So
What
it's
do you
up to you
believe?
if you want to hear it.
That's why it's a belief.
You fine, Highlander. You've just declared it outright. Go ahead, mate. Nobody's going to hold you to account on your belief.
Well, I don't know how the whole universe, or if there's multiple universes, started, but I believe that we as a human race and all the animals and everything in the universe are beings of energy. And the bodies that we are in are just shells. So that when we die, we don't actually die, we just move out of this shell and move on to somewhere else, whether it be another planet, another universe, whatever. Yeah. And we become something else. And we're only here to learn what we need to learn before we move on. So how everything started, I don't know. Do I believe the Big Bang? Not really.
All right. So basically a form of reincarnation, right?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the beginning of how all this started. Was it always like this in your belief, or was there a start?
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't believe there was ever a beginning or there ever will be an end, if you like.
Okay. So it never had a beginning and it never ends. Does that pretty much encapsulate what you believe?
Yeah. But like I say, that's my own personal belief. Nothing to do with
where
science.
did So where did all the information come from for it to begin?
That I couldn't tell you.
Don't say evolution.
Would you go on? Someone spoke up. So would you say, Highlander, since you don't know, that information works like a code?
I wouldn't say a certain being created anything, no.
That wasn't the question. The question is like DNA, for example, right? The double helix, the code. Is that information?
I would say Mother Nature writes the code.
Okay, define Mother Nature.
Correct.
Yeah, Mother Nature. Every being has DNA, whether you're human, a crocodile, a shark, a giraffe, whatever. We all have that DNA.
Yes, agreed. Where did it come from? You said Mother Nature. Define Mother Nature for me.
It evolved.
Alan.
Well,
Go on mute. I'm talking to Highlander.
Why has an onion got more DNA than a human? If a designer designed both, why has an onion got more DNA? Why is the DNA of an onion more complex than a human?
Completely non sequitur.
Boy, that rebuttal made me cry.
Answer the question.
That rebuttal made you cry?
Yeah, it did. Highlander, so where did Mother Nature, what is it? Define it the best you can. I'm not going to hold you to it. I know you don't know, but just give me what you think Mother Nature is. You called it a she a minute ago.
Yeah, but that's just the term you use to describe Mother Nature, is it not? Or to describe what happens in nature. Mother Nature controls it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not judging you. I'm asking you to define more.
A tsunami, people say that was Mother Nature.
Highlander, he thinks God wrote it.
Well, it can't come from nature. It can't come from nature. That's a first law of thermodynamics violation.
DNA, then why does 85% of it not actually work in a human?
Who cares? Again, non sequitur. Sorry, non sequitur.
Why is 85% of it junk?
It's non sequitur.
Explain that.
So who cares? I've said it 5 times. It's non sequitur, not connected, not related to the beginning of existence. How much DNA is utilised? Who cares? It's non sequitur. Do I have to say it 6 more times for you, Alan? Or do you want this non sequitur to get pulled apart for no good reason when it's already pointed out that it's non sequitur? At the end of why we establish whether or not DNA is being used, it won't come to a conclusion in regards to how the beginning of time came to pass now, will it? So it's non sequitur. I don't want to hear it 6 more times. Thank you,
Why
Alan.
would the creator write 85% junk?
Sorry, inserting why did the creator. So you accept a creator now, do you, Alan?
No, I don't.
Well, shut up then.
Why? Do you believe in God?
So here we go. It's just gonna. So I've got to pop you on mute. Have you? You're not going to shut up, Alan.
I'll shut up for you.
Thank you.
And shut up for me too.
Okay, Mr. Baldwin.
So Highlander. Well, maybe 85% doesn't work for you, and you're the only one. Highlander. So what is it? Highlander.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going. Let's just keep exploring. So everything came from Mother Nature. Is that what you're saying?
But you could say that, yeah.
I'm not saying I could say that.
I've just
said
no
that.
one
I
listens
just
to
need
me.
you to own
First
it.
law, no one listens. First law of thermodynamics violation. No, incorrect. Can't be like that. No, you can't think of it that way.
Well, I'm trying to lead him down to where he says I could say it. I didn't say it. I want him to say it.
He just wants to get you in a gotcha. Boy.
Oh, I thought you were going to be quiet. Obviously, 85% of your DNA doesn't work.
Sounds like 97% of yours don't work.
Yeah, just my 3% caught your 85. Huh.
He's gonna segue away from this no matter what we do. So I'm going to take the opportunity to do a couple of super chat shout outs. So shout out to Del West Watson, who says worth every penny. Thank you very much for the super chat, Del West Watson. I really do appreciate your support. Dank also says God bless you all. Thank you very much for the super chat and God bless you all from Dank. Leonardo Gonzalez says here you go, Nathan. F. Alan. Thank you very much for the super chat. And a Crawl Vision ACV also, thank you very much indeed for the super chat. It's just gone past on screen. Let's see if I can read it at this distance. Boots are named after females because they have a manifest words have meaning. Alan, do research on lost books of scripture. Okay. Shut up and learn. Thank you very much for the super chat. Really appreciate your support. I'm sorry I butchered it reading it terribly.
And there's at least 3 spelling mistakes and 4 grammar errors in 2 sentences. Go back to school.
Was it me reading it badly or was it his grammar? And
it's very poor. But put that £5 towards some new shoes, Nathan.
Well, mine have got terrible soles. Papa does indeed need a new pair of shoes. Smash that super chat.
Smash that super chat for Nathan. The car needs a good detailing.
Yeah, it's been fine actually. Haven't done anything to it since doing it up. Very pleased. Anyway.
Highlander, are you still there?
Yeah, first law of thermodynamics violation. Should we move on past this? Everything can't come from nothing.
I was trying to get there. So Highlander, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. I'm a bit busy at the moment making coffee.
Fair enough. Okay. Very wise.
Moving on.
Another shout out to Dank. Be sure to get some of those flat shoes. Flat laces. Oh, fat laces. As it's moving past the glare, I can read it clearer. Be sure to get some of those fat laces. Yeah, I will do.
Sounds like you need to get some glasses, Nathan, there.
Not that. I've bought a more high resolution screen. So all the text on my screen is now so small it's really difficult to read. And on the screen that's close to me, it doesn't show the last super chat. So you can't, I have to read it off the screen by scrolling back down. It's just one of those things. Or take your cheap ad hominem, basically, and it is, yeah, and I can't read. Yeah, fine.
Oh, it weren't cheap, Adam. Just chat. Bring in some nice chat. Shout out to Adam Meakin for getting arrested. Well done.
Basically, Adam is badass. I mean, people have been saying some horrendous lies about him, that he just got released and stuff, but in reality, Jason Bourned his way out of there, kung fu'd the guy in the driver's seat of that Panda, tucked and rolled his way out after kicking the back door in, and was back on the streets doing the activism within an hour. The man is a legend.
Yeah, gave out 120 leaflets.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Now he's a fugitive from justice.
Don't tell anybody about my fugitive status.
No, Adam Meakin's whereabouts is a tightly held secret. Interpol will be in touch, I'm sure.
I'm still waiting to hear the story of how Adam, Jason Bourne, those guys. I don't believe he actually got arrested.
Can I get a radio check?
Hey.
Radio check.
Yeah, we hear you, QE. Good to have you.
Yeah, my Skype went down and I have to bolt, man. I wanted to do a shameless plug.
Okay.
On the Quantum Eraser channel at 1 p.m. U.S. Central, 7 p.m. UK. Evolution and Irreducible Complexity. Yeah, guys, got to see this one, man. It's going to be in the dagger in the heart. Another one of this fairy tale. So be here or be sphere.
Where's here?
Quantum Eraser channel, 1 p.m. today. U.S. Central, 7 p.m. UK. Be here, be your sphere. Thanks.
That's Thursday the 14th. Also, shout out to Julio Pabon, who super chatted to say you've missed out Unicorn Laser Eyes chat. Super chat. No, I hadn't. I was just saving it till last. So I wanted to save it till I just rounded out the show. So shout out to Unicorn Laser Eyes, who says the edge of the globe. FED toe tag Alan B. So he's just naming Alan B's toe tag show, where he reified the edge of the horizon into an Earth curve edge based on an R value. Just letting you all know. Thank you very much indeed for the super chat, Unicorn Laser Eyes. And with that, I'm going to say, if you are watching this on the Nathan Oakley premiering stream, then stay tuned, as there will be an after show to follow. Unfortunately, if you're watching this live on Nathan Oakley 1980, this is where we bid you farewell. A huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of you who smashed the super chat, liked, commented, shared, subscribed, and all that good stuff. Be sure to check out nathanoakley.com and the Flat Earth Debate Forum to keep up to date with the community debate. As I say, stay tuned if you're watching on Nathan Oakley channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!